TW, what's up, buddy? I'm just getting things all set. How you been, man? What's new? And a happy holiday season, by the way. Want to know why? I got my PlayStation upright in one of those vertical stands that have fans built into it. And for some reason, the fan itself has like a weird little rattling sound to it that is driving me nuts right now. Can you guys hear that on your side of the stream? And almost got my tags all set, and I'll be able to see everything you guys are saying. I'm just curious to see if you can actually hear that faint motor sound or not. And I see comments coming in on my screen. I just need to be able to read them real quick. It's funny, I think that fan that's cooling off my PlayStation, that actually needs to be cleaned, probably. You hear the fan not rattling, so it's just a light motory sound kind of in the background. Alright, well, once the game picks up a little bit of sound and whatnot, I'm sure that's going to change, plus me talking over it. Let's see here. Spy, sabotage, and interception. Good to hear, by the way. What games you been sucked into lately, buddy? Don't want to help Clem. Let's see here. Oh, and I do want to build this Zaw real quick before I start anything else. Come on, give me Cetus. Alright. Fast travel, Mr. Hawk. Sura! Nice. Let's see here.
They shall work one. A most astute choice. Very good, very good. A most astute choice. Handleg! Fetch this customer there! Oh, there it is.
R6 Apex, COD, nice. All fun games. Apex, I plan on playing a little bit more with Mrs. Viper. I know she really enjoys Apex, so her and I are going to start grinding that game relatively hard, just to get better at it. And the sound you hear in the background is my best friend, basically my brother, text messaging me, and that is the sound of Belushi from Animal House screaming "food fight" and the epic food fight in the cafeteria. So let's see here. Let's go, King Arthur. Oh yeah, dude, it's loud. Very few people do I have a... Oh, you're going to be under your actual name, aren't you? Very few people on my phone, they have a sound that actually transfers out. Otherwise, it's always muted. Oh, that's right. You're just labeled as Zaw. Can't do anything to you. Can't put anything to you yet, other than stance mods and shit like that. So we can slap you in there. Let's see here. We had you built for status. So we'll slap in a little condition overload. That's right, you're a hammer, so you're gonna proc impact over anything else. Let's see here. Let's add you in there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Until we put some forma and some goodies in this thing. The reminder text. Food fight! It's a great scene. If you've never seen the movie, definitely check it out. It's fucking hilarious. It's part of the Animal House series. It's the original that really started it all off. So Van Wilder, the father from Van Wilder, is one of the main characters of it. Never made a Zaw. Oh, dude. You are missing out. So... obviously, they're custom melee weapons. There are arcanes specifically for them. There are two Zaws that I made specifically for myself, for my playstyle and what I want to do. The first one is the Venomous Maximus. And, oh, that's right. I took you out so I could do... so I can unlock the ribbon for the weapon I have now. So, this one is all around just looking for status. So, obviously condition overload. Slash is a priority. This is also going to be doing viral damage on top of that. Bane mod, so we can triple dip. Condition overload. Volcanic edge, just so I can get heat in there for some armor stripping, as well as that viral. Drifting contact, combo duration, status change, which you could remove out. Blood rush and weeping wounds. These should start being on basically every melee weapon. The higher your combo counter are, the more this stacks up, and it'll ramp up your crit chance and your status chance. So this 28% gets ramped up pretty quick. I want to say when all said is done, the status chance is just over 100% with weeping wounds. And crit chance, because it's at 25 with Blood Rush, I think that's 170. And if I have the Gladiator mods, it's like 250, 260. Now, typically, like everything else, I have a couple of multiple builds and whatnot for everything. This one I use specifically with a Naros with my Helmuth, because I use a Strain melee set, or a Strain mod set. This is just because a lot of enemies do end up being lifted, so it's extra status chance on them. Exodia Hunt, which is a lot of fun. Anytime I do a ground slam with the stance mods in it, it happens often. It's a 50-50 chance that any enemies within 12 meters, I pull them right into me. So they're crowd controlled, you don't have to worry about them, they're not able to attack, and you can just start really laying into them. So when you have heavy gunners, Nox, bombards, napalm, when you have all those sons of bitches on you, this completely takes them out of the equation. You can really start laying into them. The other one that I use, and I could just stay right in that menu, is Exodia Force. So anytime I cast any type of a status effect, there's a 50% chance I let out an explosion that covers 6 meters around me that does 200% of the weapon's current damage output. And I say current damage output because If you're at a 2 times multiplier, that's the amount of damage that 200% is going to be off of. If you're at a 12 times multiplier, that is what the 200% damage is going to be based off of. So you do have to factor that in. So keeping this at the highest rank that it can be at 12 serves you well, and trust me, it's devastating. The enemies don't know what's going on at that point, and they're just getting overwhelmed, which I love. But yeah, the original one that I built, the Grim Twothicus. This is built in the other direction. Not so much status, but just pure crit. And this will rip enemies apart. You're still going to get your slasher trigger. Granted, it's only at a 14% chance, but it will trigger. But the amount of raw damage this weapon is doing is incredible. Now, I do have other builds on this that I do try to ramp up just a little bit. This is probably the more commonly used one that I use, but it's been a while since I used this one specific because there are other melee weapons that are just, at this point, far superior. The Cronin Prime basically being the best one right now. But we're just going to give this a quick level. Now, it shouldn't take too long, because right now there is an affinity booster part of the event, and then I have my own affinity booster, so I'm getting a 4 times affinity right now. But dude, Zaws, I mean, it's being able to add in, I mean, you can control what it does. So depending on the link that you use and depending on the handle that you use, will depict its speed, damage, crit chance, and status chance. The weapon name will depict what type of weapon it is. If it's a hammer, if it's a sword, if it's a dagger, if it's a spear. And I mean, like right now I have a hammer, which is going to be fairly large. Oh, hang on, I gotta put myself on a party real quick. Alright. I want to put myself in a party so that way these guys don't have to hear me chit-chatting with the chat here. Because that can get obnoxious. So, what do you got going on for the holiday season? Any plans for New Year's, buddy? Anything fun going on? Ugh. Yep, very true, very true. No, I would rather Hydron not use... Or Hydron, yeah. Rather Hydroid not use that damn Kraken of his. Yeah, and someone's laggy as hell. You can tell by how these enemies are acting right now. The fact that sound triggered, then I get pulled. Also by how my character is moving right now. Look at how choppy he is. So I wonder which one of you guys is on what my opinion would be Wi-Fi McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, garbage. That's a long story. It's a yes and a no. I had ordered the PS5, part of the original come-in for the first batch, and the manager at Best Buy fucked my order and gave it away to somebody. So when I got there to pick it up, it wasn't there waiting for me. He let one of his employees buy it, or himself, or whatever. So I ended up calling his boss's boss. And they refunded my money. I'm gonna get a PlayStation for free now, basically. But I have to wait for the next batch that's about to come in now. Couldn't get the one for Black Friday. So, yeah. Here's the thing. With the amount of problems it's had, I'm not stressing it too much. Oh, I can't wait to put speed on you, dude. Oh, I hate when you get lodged in there. What about you? You got yourself a PS5 yet, or are you waiting? This guy's just standing there. With quadruple experience, no reason in sticking around. Awesome. Now we got one person that's not paying attention.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
come on.
And that's what I call some high quality H2O. Oh yeah, dude. XP right now is ridiculous. I love it. I love when there's 4 times. Yeah, so now I'll leave you. Let me put you back on private. We'll head to Cetus. We will gild this Zaw, and we'll be able to put a catalyst in it. We'll be able to do a whole bunch of stuff with it. Gotta think of a name for it.
No, Pedlick, I will not be attending your poetry recital. Huck would rather get the plate in his head and collect the magnets. How may
Damn.
I serve? So long.
I need to run a bounty.
Blades, components, gilding. Blades, components, gilding.
Maybe you see yourself here?
And
Pay
Kanzu.
me in red. I pay you in silver. Righty-o. See you soon. The Quills whispered about some sort of new weapon the Grenier have. They've deployed in bits and pieces to avoid
Alright.
detection.
Let's do this real quick.
And I don't want to find out if that's possible. Understand?
8 and 21. Just gotta do a quick. Come on. I want out. I want out. I'm just a pretty little pixie. What mods specifically? Do you know, or I'm not sure what your experience in the game is just yet, buddy. Open. Finally.
If they destroy the console, we'll never get the vault open.
Gotcha. Oh, got the wrong build on. It's not radiation.
Westron patrol was able to knock out the erased drone. Locate the downed drone, Rainier. The drone is
Whoa!
and hack it. That's it. The drone is under our control. Escort it to the extraction point.
Went too fast.
The enemy can destroy it. They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Someone just taking pop shots at him. Typically, this is rather peaceful, minus a handful of guys dropping. That thing is moving.
More Grenier inbound. Don't let them harm you.
I need my radiation build.
They're sending another wave to take out. Stay vigilant.
Nice. We got a Mesa taking care of everything. And we also have a Mesa that's doing the mining.
That's one piece of the puzzle. Now for the rest.
You weren't even loaded in yet, and you just locked on and got me.
Engineers who have been ordered to assemble the weapons array is massive and weight. Go there and take them out. Target spotted. Strike fast and take out as many as you can.
See, if I had my radiation build like a smart person instead of viral, I'd be ripping this guy apart.
More Grenier
Ghost, what's up, buddy?
nearby. Get over there and take them out. I've located. They're massive enemies. Fight to them. Another massive enemies. Take the fight to them. Keep going. They won't be able to sustain these casualties for much longer. Grenier amassing nearby. Get over there and take it out. I've located massive enemies. Take the fight to them. Amassing nearby. Get over there and take it out.
come on, come on.
More Veneer amassing nearby. Get over there and take them out. That's enough. You've broken this bridge, and with it, the Grenier's ability to deploy the array. Codes obtained from the science officer disable the array's control drone. Find it and bring it to me.
Do, do, do.
Among these troops is a supply beacon. Find it and take it. Take that supply beacon, and I will call in the drop. Supplies are dropping now. Destroy them. There's the supply beacon. Grab it so I can call in the drop. Here comes the supply pod. Destroy the supply before the enemy can get their hands on it. Take that supply beacon, and I will call the drop. That's the pod. Destroy the supplies.
Ayo, Tenno. Put that weapon down. Now the Unum's safe. Not that I ever worry much about the Unum.
Oh, jeez. Do, do, do. Yeah, where are you? Hoo-ha. The infested hand cannon. Yeah. I've heard nothing but great things about it. Hey, in case you were wondering, this guy has a melee weapon, and when you spam circle, it swings. He also has a Euphona Prime. Yeah. Everything in me just wants to be like, dude, your gun shoots and everything? Yeah, man. The grind is real with this game. I'll tell you that much. I still have to grind out for kit guns myself. I have yet to even start that. And I got a sweet little Catch Moon Riven. Yeah. And I don't need to be near you anymore. And I'll just fast travel because it's quick. We'll head over to Hawk.
Both the world and his wife are on Hawk's back this cursed day. How
Do,
may
do,
he improve
do.
yours? Such beautiful lines.
Dude, what should I call this big fucking hammer? Hey, baby. I'm thinking of Crushicus Maximus. I'm thinking... Rhino hits harder. I want to put down, like, your mom's left butt cheek for this hammer. This thing hits hard in your mom's left cheek. Something tells me that DE might not allow that. Cannot have profanity in your weapon name. What? Oh, because the word shit is in the center of it. It's not gonna spell right. What? It's not even words that I'm putting in. And it keeps saying it's profanity. Okay. If this goes through, I don't know what I'm going to do. Invalid character. It's no problem. Of course, I can put in your mom's left cheek, but I can't put in Smashicus, Crushicus. But I can put in your mom's left cheek. In what universe does this make sense that you'll allow me to put in your mom's left cheek, but I can't put in Smashicus? Like, if the Hulk was Latin, Smashicus, Crushicus. No, your mom's left cheek. Why not? Hey, and you know what? That's the fucking name of it. Your mom's left cheek. And I'll tell you this, I don't even like the weapon, but I'm gonna use it as often as possible. And if you think I'm not about to make this whole stream about this weapon, you guys are crazy. Because I'm ready to change the name of the stream to Warframe Live, your mom's left cheek. Hashtag dem cheeks. Oh my god. My eyes are burning. I got tears in them right now from how insane this is. This can't be real life. I feel like Dave after Dennis. Like, is this real life? Does this just happen? Did we just become best friends? Yup. Do you want to go in the garage and do karate? Yup. Do you want to name this thing your mom's left cheek? Yup. Alright. So let's do this real quick, because I know it's on this right now. Let's take you off. Let's put the Skajati back on. And this is going to be the only segue that we're going to do. Just because we just got this skin for the Skajati. What the fuck does it even look like? It changes what's on the damn tassel. And, oh god, it's such a waste. Hey, we're going to want to give away free stuff. It's absolute shit, but it's free. Here, take it. Go, fetch. Hashtag them cheeks. Alright. Atlas. I was working on you. I was getting you... Oh, this is my random build, so he's got his own.
Is that a pun?
Dude.
I will attempt to bypass this fault.
I almost want to go and rename it. I'll spend 5 platinum on it. And just be like... What's the most outrageous name that we could really think of? What weapon do you want to use? The war? The wolf sledge? Nah, man. We're going to use your mom's left cheek. Shit be crushing motherfuckers. Yo, your mom's left cheek. It's got some curve to it. Oh my god, this can't be real. Let's do you. We'll use hunt. This is fucking hysterical. Condition overload. Oh, you're getting a catalyst. Oh my god. Alright, so silliness aside, for 30 seconds. So it's got natural radiation to it because of my ribbon. And status duration. Love it. This thing is gonna be... I'm not in a squad with them anymore. So weird.
Well put together.
Yeah, the old boom shakalaka. Your mom's cheeks.
And make the Lotus proud.
When I give him a little tap, they go boom shakalaka. Oh man, this. Yeah, I'm waiting for freaking Khalid to come in here and be like, what insanity is going on right now? So we're running viral radiation on this, because you gotta. Gotta get that weeping wounds on. I got 11 to play with. You would cost too much. Oh, what should I do? Oh, yeah. You need Berserker. Now, that's only going to trigger with crit chance. 24 seconds. Every 24 seconds, you need to get a critical hit. no ear damage. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Oh, don't have the room. Oh, duh. Yeah, your DE approves your mom's left cheek. Okay. So, hang on. Yeah. You're only triggering with... Yeah, no, we're not going to go Fury. Strike for speed? What else do I have for melee, other than goofy shit? Are you? Yeah, Charger. Yeah, fuck it. Let's see here. Gonna need you. Gonna need you. I was 6, you're at 12. Did I pass you? Yeah, I did. Gladiator Aegis for more armor. Originally pursue for what? Enemy radar? Yeah, it's nice to be able to control them, but since we got a little bit more to play with. And nice for the strength, don't have to worry about the knockdown because I'm going to have my iron skin, which is going to resist that anyways. But that's going to help with the old melee. All right, man. Let's test out your mom's left butt cheek. I feel like I should put on like Sean Paul's "Just Make It Clap." Oh, someone's still loading in.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements.
The Grenier used to be builders, but now all they make is war.
Your mom's left cheek! Oh, someone's nuking the whole room. Two Novas. And a Limbo. Oh, Limbo's doing it. Your mom's left cheek is level 11. The thunderous drop of your mom's left cheek. Well, since I'm here, might as well get that. Yep, we got a nuking Limbo running with two... I mean, quite honestly, it's kind of like perfect scenario of having two... double charging them and then having Limbo trigger his Cataclysm. That's not a bad idea. Wait for what, Omega? This is a very nice combo. Interesting that it looks like there's two waves. Baby, you and I are gonna have to try this Nova and Limbo combo. And I'm doing nothing more than being exactly what Rhino is. Rhino, everybody, is not a tank. He's tanky, but he is not a tank. He is a support frame. Your mom's left cheek!
Reinforcements available. Leave now.
I got no reason to go in there. I got a 4 times multiplier. My left cheek, your mom's left cheek is already maxed out.
You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
Boom! Maxed out and then some. I hope they look at my loadout right now. And they're gonna see Rhino Prime, your mom's left cheek. Just make it clap. Just make it clap. Your mom's left cheek. This is a decaying dragon key that has a Kuva Orgus. stuck inside a Mutalis's Cernos. I gotta admit, that was a fun little combo we had going on there. Your mom's left cheek can handle a Rhino Prime, that's for sure.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Oh, this is too funny, this is too funny, this is too funny. She got them cheeks. I didn't even get a chance to even test this weapon out or do anything. I literally just supported the team. Here, everything you guys do, here's an extra 150% ability strength. Or just damage. Just raw damage. Part of me wants to be an asshole and go into game chat, and every time I swing, just start screaming out, "Dumb cheeks! Dumb cheeks! Who wants some of these cakes?" Khalid! Khalid! My new Zaw. Dude, I tried naming it the Smashicus Crushicus. Almost like the old Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote cartoons where it's like Run-a-Kiss, Fast-a-Kiss. It wouldn't let me do it. It kept saying not to use profanity. So I put in your mom's left cheek and it worked. I'm ready to change the name of the stream to Warframe Live, your mom's left cheek. I can't believe I'm allowed to do this. I promise you you're going to see some Atlas action. I told you you would. But, dude, I'm having too much fun with your mom's left cheek. Dude, this can't be real, man. Yo, we can't have some dude name his melee weapon Smashicus. What else can you do? Look, man boobs! This guy's name is man boobs! The shit that's allowed and the stuff that's not allowed is hysterical. Alright, this guy's got a basic ass freaking, not just a color palette on his ship. So somebody here is under Mastery Rank 5.
Our position has been compromised.
No?
Defend the cargo until
Really?
reinforcements arrive.
The Grenier
Your
used
mom's
to be builders.
cheeks!
Now all they make is war.
It's always the lowest level person. Them cheeks! So is this guy actually nuking? It looks like he is. Yep. We got someone that knows how to use Gara. I hear an Amprex. Give me them cheeks! So how's everybody doing? You know what's doing real good? Your mom's left cheek. It's already level 16.
Singing the same song as our victim. Careful now.
That was a close one.
Even similar colors to my,
There's less than nothing left of who they once were.
I will say this stance does leave it a little wild as far as if you're on a platform, you're definitely going all over. So I might have to look at changing what stance mod I'm using. You know, I thought he was actually doing the nuking. But I'm not seeing... Dude, where's your 2? Can I squeeze under? Ah, come on. Your mom's left cheek, man, for the win.
Action is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy.
You guys can go for it. That's not a problem. Your guys nuking, they should be able to go... 40 waves, because the guy's going to be nuking on his own. I really don't see the other 2 guys really chipping in. Maxed out your mom's left cheek, man. Your mom's left cheek is max rank. High quality. That's high quality cheek meat. Dude, these corny ass jokes are going to be going all day. Come on. Oh, there we go, finally. Mom's left cheek. Oh, so close. Just the same. It's going to be based off of 14 no matter what. And also...
Operator, I run
Status-based
diagnostic
weapon.
regressions.
That's the first
All
thing we got to
systems
remember.
nominal. You don't need to thank me.
Quite honestly, Berserker is just in there now for a temporary kind of fix. I do not believe I have a way to make... Oh, I can make Slash a priority. I think that would be interesting. That's an interesting build for your mom's left cheek. Because if we're going to whip out your mom's left cheek, we got to make sure it can do some damage. And it's known for doing that damage. I can't believe that's a real thing. Alright. So let's change it up just for a notch. I want to get this sortie out of the way. A spy with energy reduction. Nope. Caught myself just in time. Let's go, cheeks! Khalid, how you doing today, brother? How's Rogue Company treating you?
Your mission? Break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find.
Oh, that was a bad roll.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they start destroying the data. Data extracted. Even know it's gone. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Oh.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Dude, what the? Come on.
You're nearing the cause. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Oh, come on. Get in there. And there's the energy I needed.
Extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Woo-ha! Under 5 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Place your bets, place your bets. What do you think Viper's gonna get from the Saudi? Was the last one an interception, if I remember right? Yeah. And, of course, they have augmented shields. And, let's see here. Sabotage. That's not a problem. We're going to use you just the same. Quick in, out. And then I want to say the interception I should be able to do solo with Slova.
Your target is the reactor.
You know, just
The
because
reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols.
I wanted to see if it was actually going to
Your
be
target is the
a
system mainframe. Deliver the payload.
sculpture hiding over there. What? No one even knew I was there. No, they did fix that so you can run through it. These guys are acting very... Like, I just don't understand what the high alert is about right now.
Target found. Destroy it. That's it. Now get out of here.
Caleb, what's up, buddy? Dex Pixia? Oh, yeah.
Grenier galleons kicking up dust all the way from Venus to Pluto. Watch your backs,
Alright.
people.
You want Titania as well, or just Dex Pixia? Because they definitely go hand in hand the way I have mine set up. No worries, man. We'll catch you in a bit. Both? Absolutely, dude. I'll tell you what. We'll use this as a little intermission from everything, and I'll run to the simulacrum real quick and show you what's going on and why I do what I do. Oh man, it's a super cold, dry air day up here in New York. Freaking, I can feel it in my nose. Spent a good amount of time outside today with the pup. And we're not going to bother hitting energy. Alright, so. My Titania build. Now, I did put Umbral Forma in her. I wanted to be able to get Umbral Intensified just because I wanted to get that extra ability strength in. So, we'll start right from the top. Aerodynamic is reducing all the damage I take while I'm in the air by 24%, plus Aviator another 40%. I'll have Transient Fortitude, Augur Secrets, and Intensify for ability strength, getting me to 223. That's an important number to remember. After that, it's duration, efficiency, and energy. So Prime Flow, obviously, for energy. Streamline, Narrow-Minded, them two together, even though efficiency is only at 130%, they do work together. The higher your duration is, the more efficiency you get to a certain degree, because if you do drop duration down, abilities will cost more. So I run the two of them together, which will give you the ability to stay in your fourth ability for much longer. And this is the key to everything. Razor Wing Blitz. It's the augment for her fourth ability. So when you're in your fourth ability, any ability that you cast, you'll get 25% fire rate and 25% flight speed. And now it says for 8 seconds, and it stacks up to 4 times. That 8 seconds is affected by your duration, and the 25% is based off of your ability strength, so the 223. So, when you cast your 4 abilities, you're going to get a 223% increase in flight speed and a 223% increase in fire rate, which is going to have your DPS just right through the roof. You'll be able, now I like the fact that you can put the augment on there. So every time you cast the ability, you're going to get a 55% increase in speed and fire rate. Every time you cast it, you get 18 seconds. So it's showing you the breakdown every time you cast the ability, and it'll stack again 4 times. I run Arcane Precision and Velocity. Velocity is on a critical hit. There's a 90% chance for an extra 120% fire rate. And Arcane Precision, when you hit them in the head, you get a 100% chance for 300% damage for pistols. It does work, obviously, with her Dex Pixia. If you want a second, Caleb, if you want to take a quick screenshot of this, dude, you're more than welcome to. I have no problem just holding the screen right the way it is for a second for you. And if you want to take a quick snapshot of it, by all means, go right ahead, buddy. If you are, just give me a heads up, and I'll give you that second, and then we'll jump over to the Dex Pixia, and I'll show you what I use for that. And I do have 3 different builds for the Dex Pixia. Now, when I was in the plane, all set? Beautiful. When I was in the planes, I did have the wrong build. I know I have my viral on it right now. Yep. I should have had radiation. All 3 of these builds are the exact same thing. The only thing that is changing is from here, Prime Heated Charge. I have Frostbite instead. Hollow Point is on all of them. It's just the location of where I have them. So, let's just do this for simplicity. Oh, now I know why I had you like that. Hang on. It's the same thing. I'm just switching out Prime Heated Charge. I'm putting in Frostbite for Corrosive. Taking out Frostbite, and I'm using Jolt. So this is pretty much the exact same build across all 3. It just depends on which element you want. I have Prime Target Cracker and Pistol Gambit on both for crit chance and multiplier. Now, it's 28%, but for the number of shots and multi-shot that is coming out of this right now, 28% is more than enough. I promise you, it's way more than enough to get the job done. Also, remember, this is going to cause slash, which is one of the main reasons why I keep it on viral. But when I go out to the planes, I have to switch to radiation because of the armor type, and that ferrite armor, I get extra 75% damage with radiation when that procs. Everything else, fire rate, multi-shot, pistol pestilence, the 60/60 mods, that's what I'm using to make viral. Hollow Point is sacrificing a little bit of damage for that crit damage, and trust me, you want that crit damage higher. That little 15%, that 60% critical damage, I promise you, is more than making up for it. So what does this translate to? Now this should still be, yeah, let's pause that. Corrupted Heavy Gunners, you guys are going to die way too quick. Alright, so we got some Noxes out there. So basically what you're doing is, you drop down to your 4th ability, aim down at the ground or at an ally, cast your ability 4 times. In the top right corner, you can see the 223% for 60 seconds there. That is your increase in speed. Now, I barely touched... Now, this is in normal mode. I barely touched it before, and it just ripped right across the map. You have to be careful with it. You are going to be super fast. But the fire rate... Once you trigger your arcanes, you're barely putting in a handful of shots. Now, are you going to be able to consistently get headshots like that, no. But you're going to be able to do enough damage that you're going to soften these guys up plenty. They're going to be triggered, they're going to slow down. And you have your Razor Wings doing a lot of the work for you. I mean, you're literally just pumping in a handful of shots. And remember, every now and then you want to make sure you get that headshot in, because you're going to get that extra 300% damage. When that slash kicks on, trust me, it's a huge help. Now, I already ran out of my, because I took my time explaining it. And, oh, that's right. See, you got to make sure when you're out here practicing, you don't have your sprint on, because you'll fly off the map. Now, I also have Rhino's Roar on her because of the ability strength and because of the heavy duration. It just made for a common sense kind of thing. You put Rhino's Roar now on this, you're not going to take her to endgame because she's so impractical, but you take her out into any open world situation and that's all you're going to need. Again, when you have that sprint on, like, I'm just barely tapping this thing just so I can not fly off the map. But again, it's you shrink down, cast your first ability because it's cheapest 4 times, or 3 times, and cast Roar because it will count because it's you casting an ability. You trigger your Razor Wing Blitz, and you have all the fire rate in the world you would want. Once you hit that enemy, you're going to get that extra 120% because of your arcane. Hit them in the head, you get an extra 300% damage. Pop your Roar, there's an extra 67% damage. And then from there, it's just making sure that you modded for the right element with your Dexpixia. So when you're in the plains, the enemies, they cannot send an enemy to you that's going to be able to do enough damage or be tanky enough that you won't be able to rip apart. I always say stick with radiation in the plains because when the drop ships come, you'll be able to rip right through them. Now, I had to let her Dexpixias reload. I emptied them out, let it reload, emptied it again, and I was able to drop their level 60 ships because of the mission that we were running. And that was using viral. Had I used radiation, it would have been out before the first clip emptied. If I already do just... It's just how much the overall DPS is. So even if I use radiation here, against enemies where radiation are not going to be the biggest thing around to slow things down, as long as you're getting those headshots in and triggering your arcanes, I promise you're going to be ripping them apart. I've used this build for a long time. It has not failed me yet. If you're in Orb Valis, I always go back and forth with Orb Valis because I feel like Viral, for some reason, seems to do the best out there. Oddly enough, even after against their ships, it's the main reason why I have Corrosive. Corrosive seems to work really well against the airships in Fortuna, out in Orb Valis. So I would save that for out there. I would not use Titania out in Deimos, just for the reason of out in the Drift. The infested are, I mean, you'll be able to basically one-shot anything that's out there for the most part. But they move so fast, and you'll be at bad angles all the time, it's not even worth it. You're going to spend most of your time putzing around, you're not going to be able to really contribute to the team. The only thing you'll be able to do is get to places quicker, and when bigger enemies come out, you'll be able to drop them fast. But that's it. Chargers, everybody else running around the ground, you're not going to be able to do anything with. So I strongly recommend not bring her out into the Drift. but Orb Valis and the planes, she's great. Radiation for, again, for the planes, corrosive for Orb Valis, and trust me, when the dropships come during bounties and whatnot, you can just rip those apart. Everyone can just take care of the people that spawn on the ground, no problem. But those dropships that are going to drop off a whole bunch of guys and shoot, you're going to be ripping them apart before they even get a chance to get in position. They'll still be moving towards you, and you'll already rip them apart. And while we're on pistol DPS, Mesa, pretty much the same build, really. No real difference between it. It's using the 60/60 mods, lethal turret, hollow point, barrel diffusion, hornet strike, prime target cracker, and gambit. Here I use viral, gas, and corrosive. Welcome back, Omega. But it's, again, the exact same build. Kind of almost the same thing with Mesa's build. I'm using pistol lamps and Mesa's waltz. I have ability strength way higher, duration not as high, efficiency higher. And the only reason why efficiency is a little bit higher is because I use blind rage. So I have a high damage output, which is really going to translate for her regulators, because I'm getting an extra 4.2 times of a multiplier on it. Energize, because I want to be able to keep energy coming in. There's no reason I'm putting precision, because Mesa doesn't auto-aim for the head. She always goes for the torso. That is the way that they kind of... I don't want to say nerfed her, because she never had that ability. It's a way of controlling her, so she's not really overpowered, because Mesa is ridiculous to begin with. Velocity, obviously, for the fire rate, and that does work. There is another mod that people have told me I should try putting on that I haven't put on. I'm trying to remember if I even have it. I do. Vigorous Swap. This does trigger when Mesa and Titania take out their exalted weapons. So it does trigger. You will get, I want to say, is it 300? No, is it 165% damage increase? I don't remember off the top of my head. But you will get that when you go into that ability. So it is a way to get extra damage out, but for how Mesa is set up, I really don't feel like I need to have it. And I mean, I keep her on viral for almost everybody. I mean, it's a very slight difference between viral and corrosive, even if I already do it against these Noxes that are out here. I mean, once you really have her ramped up, I mean, you can see that it is... God, these guys just fall off. I hate it when they're on the side. Let me just do this real quick. Let me kill them off. Let me back out. Let me go back in. Let me just remove them all together and just do this. I hate that I missed out on getting the better build. Or the better simulacrum. So until it really kicks in, the first ones take a few seconds. Once you're really honed in, you are just ripping them apart. Now this is with corrosive. Now that looks like it's fast. It's not a major difference. But are we weakening them because we're stripping armor? Yes. But the armor is only protecting their vitality. If we decrease what that vitality is, the overall DPS is higher. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't use corrosive the same way they used it before. There is no more armor stripping. You can only decrease armor now, which is great. The way that viral works with the new damage 3.0 that they came out with, viral is kind of your go-to now. Now, if you could have corrosive and viral at the same time, even better. That's like running slash and viral. You have a dot on top of viral. Like, and when I say dot, I hope everybody knows I mean DOT, that's damage over time. But when you have that dot of bleed that you get from slash on top of viral being applied, you're ripping through them even quicker. Slash viral is the, that that is the combo in this game right now. Apply it to as many things as you can, because it gets the job done. It gets it done in the most glorious of ways. Any other questions or curiosities there, Caleb? I know I kind of went off a little bit on a tangent, but I just want to also point out that if you do get Mesa, her pistols are built the same as Titania's Dexpixia. Regulators are exactly the same thing. Slight difference in the Warframes, but... Oh, absolutely. Omega, did you want to see the Mesa build or the Regulators build, or did you want to see them both? I do have a free roam build specific for Mesa. It's driven more to being able to crowd control, rip people apart, switch off, and then I usually go with the Rubico and pop all the ships in the air. Mesa herself, alright. So this is the build that I use for her and everything minus free roam. And technically I can bring out the free roam just fine, but when you're in narrow corridors and whatnot, this is the build to use. Because you're close combat. The enemies have a better chance of hitting you, so being able to have this stronger build using Blind Rage is definitely for it. Pretty cut and dry, pretty simple. It's a 2-forma build. It is nothing over the top. Anybody can get this real quick. I would say the hardest mod to quote-unquote get is gonna be Pistol Amp. Just because what you have to go through to make the Apothic to then go to the Grove and then get Pistol Amp. You're better off just trading for it if you can. Otherwise, it's a decent grind. Beyond that, yeah, Fleeting Expertise, Transient Fortitude, Blind Rage. The Corrupted mods are, an okay challenge, but compared to the likelihood of Pistol Amp and everything you have to do for Pistol Amp just to be able to get a chance for it, Pistol Amp's going to take a little bit longer. Unless you're super lucky with it. As Khalid would say, not everybody has the RNGesus like I do. Bestowing upon me all the gifts of everything that I could need or want. And I would dare say that probably is long enough for you to take a peek at it there, Omega. And just in case you missed it, Regulators, it's the exact same thing. The only thing that I'm changing is the third slot for heat, electricity, and cold to make, gas, corrosive, and viral. Other than that, it's the exact same mods straight across the board. The exact same thing that I have in my Titania. And it works great. I can't think of a better way to utilize all these mods for it. I mean, having a 71% crit chance with Mesa's Exalted Weapon, 8 times multiplier on that, And then that number, because of my ability strength, is getting a 4 times multiplier on top of that. I mean, the only thing stopping her from being endgame with those regulators is you would just need utility weapons. You would want a Kuva Nucor, or just a Nucor, or a Tonkor. Just something to apply status, just to weaken the enemies, and then lay into them with your regulators. The downside is trying to keep yourself alive while that's all going on. Notice, what's up, brother? You and Senor Skeet, I assume, are ready for this evening? Just chilling, buddy. I actually saw you on playing last night. I was on with Mrs. Viper. We were getting some quality time in, getting some murder. Alright, let's finish up this sortie real quick. Did the spy. Sabotage, so it's gotta be the interception. Alright, this is the last part. Yeah. Alright. Oh, where are you? Neptune, you still have the old layout, do you not? Yeah, okay. So I know which board you're gonna be. And where are you? Every time I add in a new loadout, everything shifts, and I gotta remember how it all is. You're not gonna use the Rubico. That's good enough. Fuck it. You're on Slova. Staticor.
Operator,
No, I must have been having a little bit of fun with that.
All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
And we'll have the pox.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
That is unacceptable. You tell her she's playing too. Oh, wait a second. So the Noah that comes in my chat, that's Skeet? Noah Palmer? Is that Skeet? I thought Skeet had his own... I thought he had a YouTube handle that was similar. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so now I know who that is. Okay. Yeah, Noah, tell your sister she's playing Warframe too, dude. Nah, trust me, I understand, man. It's the holidays. We were not going to be doing much ourselves as far as the holidays go, but my sister was just like, this would be the first Christmas that me, her, and my parents wouldn't do anything. So we're still going to do something. We're going to keep it super low key and just make it, the 8 of us. Well, let's see. My folks, me and her 4.
Are broadcasting crucial enemy
Nephews, brother-in-law, and his brother. Yeah, 8.
Decode any incoming messages.
Alright, before I drop... Can you not give me energy to trigger energize? Fuck. It's gotta be the big board. Had to be the big board. Alright, so that's going to go out for a little bit. This is gonna be a son of a bitch.
You have captured radio tower. Tower online.
Oh crap, that's right.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
No!
We are in total control. Keep fighting.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Actually, let's recast you here. This is how you solo intercept. Too high. Ability range does not affect Nova's 4, its duration. The longer it lasts, the further out it'll go. And right now I'm controlling everything. These guys are fixated on me just a bit. They will trigger one more of these before this is over, though, I can guarantee it. It's got to be B or C. I gotta be able to jump to whichever one of these. You got the aim of a stormtrooper. Damn, all those shields.
Message decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces.
Oh, come on.
Try and capture another signal. Be careful though. The enemy has surely rallied stronger
Okay, hang on a second.
reinforcements.
Let's do this real quick.
ours now. Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now. Tower online.
Eyes open. There's glass resonance in your neighborhood.
The enemy have captured a tower.
Did I not fully capture this and I went down too quick? I didn't even get a notice for this one.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Whatever these cephalites have become, there's no going back. You gotta find out what's protecting them and then take your shot.
That was a close one.
There's a reason why I don't kill a lot during this if I'm by myself. You kill an enemy, a new one has to spawn. New one spawns, it might not, catch my 4th ability, so it'll run at normal speed.
Back to their command. Eliminate everyone.
Come on, dude. Eat a bag of dicks already. I should have brought your mom's left cheek. Nope, disappeared. 6,000 Kuva. I'll take it. Kuva can always be used. Yeah, notice I made a new Zaw, and it's called Your Mom's Left Cheek. Why? Because everything else I was posting apparently was profanity, but that, no problem. You know, in hindsight, probably should have brought... You know, we're going to put you on... just the same. Alright. There you go, notice. When I really want to do damage, I whip out your mom's left cheek, dude. Dude, this'll never get old. Never. Mom's left cheek. Alright. We do have to get you leveled up. You're an actual weapon that I plan on using in somewhat of a serious manner.
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
So let's jump back into a little Hydron action. And as you guys can see, if you guys have any questions or whatever, by all means, feel free to pick my brain. If I don't know the answer, I'll be able to get it for you at least. They do. If you go into the codex and just type in
You must have no equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Limbo Prime for the relics, it'll tell you exactly where they land. And it's always a low level that wants to trigger it immediately. Do we have... No. Someone's nuking. And it's no way Mirage's ball. just because I want to grab some of these goodies. Aw, come on. And it brought me back here. I just wanted to grab some endo. Oh, then you got these guys that are fighting the enemies over here. This is the Bubonico. You can get it from the dojo. It's a shotgun, technically. Now I got a good fire rate because we have a wisp here that's really speeding us all up pretty good, but it does innate fire or innate viral. Level 20, that should be more than enough.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Dude, this weapon is pretty fucking badass, I won't lie, man. Yep, you can get in the dojo in the
That's the last.
chem
Objective
lab?
is secure. Let's go home.
Yeah, chem labs seems about right. Oddly enough, my dojo didn't have it at first. I actually had to start the research for it. I'm like, crap, gotta wait 3 days. But, you know, there are 2 people in my dojo that are higher than me in rank. They got me as warlord, then we have our king and queen. It's all based off of chess pieces. And switch that off. Ah, gotcha. Mastery rank lock, yeah. Nope, that's Rhino.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and cut down.
Oh, is this still the...
Make the Lotus proud.
Ah, yeah. I was doing this for your mom's left cheek. I made that one specific. I was wondering why it felt a little off. But yeah, it's just a shotgun, man. It uses shotgun. That's how it's classified. Let me do this, and just so you can see its base damage. So when you use it as a shotgun, high crit chance on it. So you do want to do a hybrid build because when you use the projectile, high status chance at 57%. It naturally procs Toxin. Slash is high priority, which is great when you're using it as a shotgun. Otherwise, it is doing impact for the blast, obviously. And then it's doing viral, which is great. Real easy to get a build off of this. Right now, what I'm doing is kind of a hybrid build. I am basing it off of status. I am kind of using this as a utility weapon. I want to use this to proc condition overload. So basically the idea is to shoot, apply status, those blasts cover a decent area, and then from there I'll just jump in with my melee weapon. That being said,
Operator, were you visualizing
to
a
me
bloody
the
battle?
only thing that's missing would just be lingering torment. It's only 15%? Maxed out, you're going to be what, 60? $30? Yeah, it's a 57% base for status. The way I have it set up, it's 159% status. So that means when I use that ability, it's 100% chance for the highest ranked to trigger. Magnetic is going to trigger. Viral and magnetic will trigger. Heat for sure is going to trigger. It's 100% chance that any one of these or all of these are going to be triggered per projectile being shot. There's 3 of them that fires, plus all the multi-shot that this has. It's going to do plenty. 2.8. So every time I shoot one of those 3 blasts, any one of them for sure, there's going to be 2. So those 3 are now 6. And there's an 80% chance of there being a third one for each shot. So there's an 80% chance that there's 9 of them being shot. Each one of those 9 has its own 159.6% status chance to trigger any one of these from happening. It's going to prioritize magnetic right now because of how the build is. Beyond that, you'll see magnetic, you'll see viral. You switch it up and you pump in some crit shots here and whatnot. You know, it's still 26%. But for the amount of multi-shot that you have, which is 19.6 when you're using it as a shotgun, you're going to get some slash out there. So, your best bet, and yes, we're going to one of my favorite places,
Where would the sanctuary be?
is the simulacrum. Just so you can see this in a controlled environment of how it would actually play out. And any data. For some reason, when I load in, there's... I don't want to say it's input lag, but it just doesn't give me control of the character right away. Let's see if that happens again here. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay. Nowhere near what it was before. Alright, so... let's get rid of the Nox. Let's throw in some heavy gunners. Yeah, let's just max it out. Fuck it. So, as a regular shotgun, 19 projectiles came out, quote unquote. I mean, if we really want to get with it, we could average out how many shots that really is. Again, it's based off of multi-shots, so whatever the base number is. We're going to get statuses put on. You get that slash on there, it's going to slowly bleed them out. Gas is on there, it will get everybody else. That's a primary fire. The secondary fire now puts viral on everybody, because there's enough of it. Everyone's going to get all those statuses put on. With the status chance that high, it's going to be there. The reason why we put Lingering Misery on is because we want them to last as long as possible. So this is a way of just crowd controlling, because it is going to blast them a little bit. It's putting heat on them. It's lowering their armor. Now from there, we can focus on getting those slashes on there and really start ripping into the enemy. Now that we weaken them up. This is why you're going to use this as a utility. All those statuses are going to be weakening the enemies. You got heat, you got magnetic, but the main thing we're looking at is heat and viral. You're stripping armor and you're lowering life overall. So that when you come out with your melee weapon, You're not going to be finishing off with this weapon. You're going to come out here and finish them off with a melee weapon. Because you want all those statuses for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 statuses on them right now. That's condition overload, 120% times 5. That is the damage that you're going to be doing to them. That's how the math works in the game. That's why so many people... Do you want a strong weapon? Sure. If you're going to be doing endgame stuff, a strong weapon's only going to carry you so far. You got to start thinking of synergy between everything that you're using. So if I could spell, well, that's right, new weapons, everything shifts a spot. I'm like, why is a crone in a different spot? So, you know, now they all have these statuses on them. More damage for condition overload. That's without the multiplier even really being kicked on. That's what you're looking to do. With this type of a setup, when you really level in synergy with this game, this is how you hear people, this is how I've done it, where you go into these survivals, and Mott used to be great before they started really changing how the AI thought and whatnot. But, and now this is not even the proper build for the Cronin Prime, that's the funny thing. This needs to be rotated off the original. But you want to weaken the enemies first. You want to exploit those weaknesses. You want to level that in. You have 4 people that should be doing 4 different things to bring that synergy, because when you go against, these are level 150s. When you're 6 hours into a survival because you're really grinding and you want to push the limits of your Warframe and your communication and your teamwork, you're facing enemies that are level 4,000 or 5,000. At that point, you're looking to weaken them. You're looking for all these things to go on. You want Warframes that have abilities that have infinite scaling and draws aggro so that you're not the focus. You know, you bring out your Octavia, whose ability scales based off of the damage output of the enemies and not your own ability strength. Well, your ability strength still comes into factor, but, you know, so many people don't use her, and she's probably one of the best Warframes in the game. Her first ability, the multiplier, that's how much we're multiplying the enemy's damage. They're shooting at the object. They're shooting at the mallet. All the damage they do to it, it stores up, and that is the damage it's going to do back to them times 5. Put in the 4th ability, it'll double the range and damage of mallet. So now this, instead of being 5.23, it's now 10.46. So it doesn't matter how strong the enemies are, because all they're going to do, you know, if level 100 enemies do 100 damage, then when they shoot at this, 1,000 damage is being done back to them. There's going to come a point where you're not going to be able to do raw damage to the enemies, quote-unquote. You need to have something like this, so that when enemies 5,000 come out and they're doing 5,000 damage, this is going to do 50,000 damage back to them, because it's doing 10 times damage back to them. To help that speed along, that's why I have the pox on Octavia. Now, I accidentally deleted the original build, and I want to say I actually finished doing it again because I deleted the pox by accident. But it's set for just corrosive on the build that I have for her, because all I want this, and heat, all I want this to do is drop the armor down to as much as possible. So This will drop their armor down to 80%, weakening them. Heat will also lower their armor, and it's over a period of time. It also is crowd control because it puts them in that animation of, oh, I'm burning, ah. So, oh, and there goes the old controller. It'll, oh wait, no, second build. Yep, because this should be viral heat. Yep. You want to be able to use that synergy. You want to be able to weaken the enemies, draw them in, keep yourself in a stable position, talk to your team, have everyone layer their abilities right, and then they get focused on, whether it's by Octavia using her mallet, whether it's Saren's ability constantly being revved up. You'll never see Saren's ability really ramp up until you're in deeper levels. So if I bring out Saren, and actually before I do this, am I on your first or second build? I hope you're on the first. It's a slower build up, but there's a reason behind that. Alright, so this is what I use for Saren. It's a 2-forma build. It's nothing over the top. But it gets the job done. And gets it done very well. Everything here is relatively easy to get, minus overextended and transient fortitude. That'll take a little bit of time. Adaptation, couple of runs of arbitration. You'll be able to get that just fine. Venom dose. If I hold my 1, all my allies within 15 meters will get 100% corrosive damage to all their attacks for 40 seconds. Everyone gets armor stripping. It's one way of just, let's not worry about putting corrosive projection on. Let's put something else in the aura slot. Let me give everyone corrosive, and we'll take care of the enemies. Now, this is where I've always said Saren is borderline broken. Alright, one enemy has her pox. There it is. I shoot said pox. It spreads. Shoot it again. Now when I shoot the guys over here, those guys are just out of range. So now everybody here has my pox. And as time goes on, you'll see the number in the bottom right go up. Now, is it going up by a huge amount right now? No. I think every time it ticks for every enemy, it goes up like 2.4. Now, take in consideration being in a survival mission where you have constant enemies coming in. Take in consideration that the range on this, when I hit an enemy, and when it spreads, spread radius is 40 meters. Well, as we kill enemies, new ones are going to come in. They'll get the pox on them. So, you know, these guys are dying on their own right now. New enemies will come in. Now, let's see if I can do this fast enough. Decayed pretty quick. So now everyone has the pox again. The number's going to keep going up. And new enemies are going to come in, and my pox are always going to be there. The reason why it stops here is because there's no new enemies coming in. But by the time we're an hour or so in, that number is going to be up to like 20,000-30,000. It's just going to keep going. It infinitely scales. There is no end to it. when I use my 4th ability, now everyone has viral, and I lower their overall health pool. It's why she can just nuke rooms. You were the last one to get it. You're going to build me just a little bit of a window. And the number will keep going. This is what it'll be like. The number just keeps climbing. Keeps going. It'll never stop. Just climbs and climbs. Unless they've... Hopefully they haven't nerfed this. But this is how you can do that end game run where you're just using Saren. This is going to keep growing. New enemies come in. As these guys die and we pop them, it'll keep spreading to those new enemies. And so on and so on. And it just keeps going. So once you reach that... Once you reach that point in the survival, these enemies are going to be coming in. They're going to have 80% of their armor gone. That's going to keep doing damage over time on them. I'll cast my 4. I lower their overall health. They come in contact with Octavia, rips them apart. You have a desecrating Necros there so that they're dropping extra, not just resources, but life support modules, so you never really have to get yourself too far out of cover. You keep yourself, you keep your companion safe, and you just keep going. Now, in all honesty and fairness, does that get boring at a point? Because you're rinsing and repeating. Yes. The only time it is truly boring is when you do it alone. When I do solo 4 or 5 hour grinds, I got music going on. I won't do it during a stream because it's going to be boring as shit for you guys. But I'm farming everything I need. It's why I have the amount of resources that I have, and it's something that's kind of needed at some points. But if you're doing it with a team, you can, and a team you can talk to. This is something you have to plan out before you do. Me and my buddies, the first time we did a long survival past 5 hours, we literally sat down. We had dinner the night before. We sat down. We chatted. We brainstormed about what we're going to do. Had a couple of drinks. The next day, went balls to the wall on it. And we knew exactly what we were going to do, who we were going to use, how we were going to use the ability, the callouts, and then we just sat back and had the same bullshit chit-chat talking about sports, talking about family, talking about whatever we wanted to, and we're just rinsing and repeating the abilities. And if somebody slacked, we'd call them out. I'd be like, Bill, pop your 4. That's all. And no one's like sitting there going, ah, you piece of shit, pop your 4, pay the fuck attention. I mean, granted, we do talk like that every now and then, but when we just say, hey, pop your 4, we know that it's because we need to get that done. The one thing I can always tell everybody, and I know my buddy Nas struggles with this a little bit with some of the people that he plays with, it's just constructive criticism. No one's sitting here saying you're the shittiest player in the world. You have to be able to take someone saying, hey, dude, you forgot to do this, do it real quick. Hey, dude, you keep forgetting to pop your 1, just please stay on top of that. It's for the betterment of the team. No one is that. If I'm slacking off, or I do something I'm not supposed to do, or forget to do something I need to do, I expect my team to be like, Viper, dude, pop your 2. No problem. My bad. On it. That's all. That's the one thing I definitely want to get as a point across anytime I play with anybody. Hey, man, I'm going to call you out on stuff. Just understand that there's no emotions behind it. It's just a simple fact of, I need you to pop your 2. Like, the team, we need you to pop your 2. Pop your 1. Like, that's it. So many people take that in the harshest and wrongest of ways. God, I love Saren. Not as much as I love your mom's left cheek. I'll tell you that much. Because if anyone's going to get that damage in, it's going to be your mom's left cheek. Look at it. Look at it. Can't believe DE let me put this in. but would not let me put in freaking Smash a Kiss, Crush a Kiss. Like,
If I may
Jesus.
say, operator, your chosen Warframe
Alright.
suits you.
What do I got going on in the foundry here?
Ha.
You and you still got some time. Oh. Yeah, I realized I could make Amber Stars. So we gotta get that done. Do I have any sculptures that need stars? Is there anything that anyone's kind of curious about? Because we are getting close to that time. Let's take a peek at Arbitration's Defense Against the Infested. Titania Strength, dude. Omega. I feel like you're like, dude, I got a whole bunch of questions about everything you just rambled the fuck on about. Dude, trust me, man. My butt. That's one of my biggest flaws. Like, it is, dude. I'll just fucking ramble on about shit. You want information out of me, dude, man? I will vomit information in your direction. The limbo thing. It didn't show me.
Operator, I've run
Oh,
diagnostic
codex.
regressions.
Alright, so let's
All
see.
systems nominal.
Limbo
You don't want to
relics. Oh, no, one too far. Oh boy, that's a whole bunch of relics. Alright, so let's see here. You're in the vault. You're in the vault. You're in the vault. You're in the vault. They didn't put Limbo in the vault, did they? Did I lose track of that? Oh shit, I think so. Oh fuck. Yup. That's my bad, dude. That's me not paying attention. Limbo is currently in the vault. Which means you cannot farm his pieces. So you can do one of two things. You can buy him, or you can buy his relics. I seem to have, let's see... Neuroptics, chassis, systems, blueprint. So let's see. 42 for his blueprint. I got 17 for his chassis. I got 64 here for his neuroptics. So let me change this. Let me see. Really? You're not going to give me Limbo chassis? Why won't you do that? It's so weird. Let's see. You're what? Systems? But you're also systems. Your chassis. I'm trying to see... And your chassis. Omega, aren't you on my friends list? I want to say I have someone that... Could have sworn I've seen you in here. I try to keep notation with anyone here. Alright. Alright, so you're not under Omega. Are you on right now? Something tell... for some reason, I don't think you're light bright. Then again, I don't remember who light bright fucking is. Is this you? Because it's Wisp. You said it was Wisp. You are light bright. Alright, so let me do this real quick. We add that in there. You can only do 6 at a time. What mastery rank are you? I forgot what it is. What you were. Was that 9, 10 I saw? 11? I didn't look too quick. I looked more to see the Warframe, and I was just like, huh. The second I saw it was Wisp, I was like, oh no, that is you, because you mentioned that you were working on Wisp, or using Wisp. 10. Have you done any trades today? No? Okay. I'm going to send you an invite, come to the dojo. I'm going to give you a 6 of each relic that you're going to need for the blueprints, the chassis, neuroptics, and systems. Dude, just... I'll tell you to do the same thing I tell like Mrs. Viper and everybody else. Dude, just throw me like a fucking vitality mod or whatever else super common mod you have. Just throw it in there just to get the trade. And while I wait for you. Let's take a peek at them stats. Oh, dude, you're super fresh. Dude, you stopped playing for a while. 180 hours, dude. 180 hours of Master Rank 10, that's not bad. And you already have Excalibur Umbra, so you're burning through the story pretty good. Dude, but oh man, I thought you would have been way further along than that, just because of how long ago I think I've added you on here, buddy. So you took a serious break from playing. Here's the other thing, crap. Are you gonna have the credits? Yeah, okay. Good old vitality, you know it. $24,000 credits. All right, so this is going to cost you 100 grand straight across the board, buddy. In credits. And quite honestly, dude, we can make up that real quick. I tell you what, we'll end the stream with us doing a quick credit grind for you. That way you won't be missing out too much. If you want. so... Oh, we're just waiting on his side. Alright, so that's actually L2. Nah, you ain't that bad, buddy. Oh, it says you're already in a trading session. We're going too quick for the game. Alright, so that was L2's Axie L2. Let's see here, right? And that's Neuroptics. So just, I gotta keep track of this in my head. Neuroptics and Chassis, so System and Blueprints, the only ones after that. Well, wait a moment so the game doesn't get all fucking heart attack on us. Now this is gonna be the best piece of advice I can give you, buddy. So like the Axie L2 here. It's for the Neuroptics, it's a rare drop. Don't try to crack this without it being fully refined. Don't try and crack this unless you have 3 people with you that also have a fully refined Axie L2. Go into the recruit chat, put out the word, hey, hosting Axie L2 grind. Wait until you get people in there that are looking for the exact same thing. They're looking for the Limbo Prime Neuroptics. It's the best chance you got. You're only going to have 6 of these, so you got to make them count. Alright, and... Oh god, this game. I'm actually looking back. I don't remember if that was the systems I just gave you or if that was the blueprint. Looking back at my stream, so... Alright, I gave you the system, so it's the blueprint you gotta get. Limbo Prime Blueprint. Oh, no worries, Omega. I just looked back in the stream and I double checked. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, and they're not all 24,000, because I'm noticing the math and I realize that's 12,000, so it depends on the rarity of the relic. Alright, buddy. Alright, so I'm going to be jumping out of the dojo. I'm going to send you another invite to join in. Head back to your orbiter, and let's do a quick credit grind. Ah, no worries, buddy. It's not like I need it right now. I made my clan leader a simple promise. Everything that she did for me, I'm paying forward. Dude, she used to throw me relics all the time. I have Rhino Prime that we're looking at right now because of my clan leader, because she gave me the relics for him. I have Necros Prime, the exact same thing. She had the relics, gave it to me. So, let's switch. Nope, that's Mag. I'm an idiot.
put together, operator. Now get out there and cut down.
You can bring whoever you want.
And make the Lotus proud.
I need to put Forma in you because I need to get power donation on you. I want to see these guys come in fucking lightning speed. Do I want to bring the Buboniclo? Okay. I'm just gonna bring my Ignis. They're gonna die just as fast no matter what. So, for overall time, this place gives you the best turnout for credits. I will also say this, make sure you have a credit booster on. If you, I mean, I'm not saying put it on now, but anytime you're seriously gonna be on the grind for credits, put that credit booster on, come to Satura, and just start reeling right through it. Just go in, 5 waves, back out. People always say, you know, go to Neptune, go to the Index. Does the Index give you more credits each mission? Yes. The amount of time you spend in that mission for the payout that you're going to get, if you really balance it over money earned over time, Satura is going to be faster. Not by a massive amount, but you're also putting in far less effort. So it's the better bang of the buck.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Somebody give me a little
Agent's
bit of
most
energy.
powerful. Agent
I
meeting
don't
is
want to
moving
drop a
strong.
pad. No, maybe not. Oh, I know that sound. Choo, 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 choo. Do, 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 do. Oh, I gotta end the stream on showing Khalid my Atlas build. I totally got sidetracked with your mom's left cheek. Did they get him? No. Now, I'm not going to bring Atlas here. I'm going to keep using Spiva because, well, it's a smarter plan, but I definitely got to make sure I show it off. A buddy of mine challenged me. Well, I say buddy, but basically family challenged me to make an Atlas build. And, well, I did. I gotta finish it, for the most part.
Available. Do you choose now or continue fighting?
But I definitely want to get that in there. So, if you had a credit booster, you know, I got 54,000 credits. You should have gotten 22, 23,000, 25, depending. But typically, somewhere between 24 and 26,000 credits is what you're going to get here. Now, if we luck out and get the smallest map, that would be great, because that saves a lot of time. However, because it's Pluto, there's that chance of getting that massive map where I did the interception on. And bringing Spiva's great for it, but it does slow things down still a decent amount. Oh damn, it's 5:30. Nope. I'm sorry, Khalid. I lied to you. I'm not gonna be able to show Atlas. I gotta try and get a bite in, and I got plans at 6 to. Oh wait, is it 6 my time or 6? Notice you in here, buddy. I don't remember if it was 6 my time or 6 his time.
Until reinforcements arrive.
If it's 6 his time, that means it's 9 o'clock mine. Really? Not one... You couldn't just... There we go. And it triggered my Arcane Energize. And this is the small map I was telling you about. Oh, there you go. Now, 4 seconds. Come on, start it up, start it up. I was hoping I had just timed that with how fast the killing was going. Seconds, plenty of time. The enemies will already have their... Yep, already procced. So the first batch is coming in hot as fast as possible. That should also get you some energy. Oh, I do love the sound of regulators. That should be under 5 minutes. Jeez, that might actually be under 4.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Yep, under 4. Bringing Mesa was a smart idea. No worries, Omega. That was actually going to be the last run, unfortunately, that I'm going to be able to do with you. I need to make sure I get some dinner in me real quick. I got, it's funny, you put pit instead of put, but I got a pit bull that definitely needs to go out. Plus, it's 40 minutes past the normal time, but it's Satura on Pluto. I'll put it up on the screen for you here. It's this right here. It's real quick. It's against the infested, so you don't have to worry about it being anywhere near difficult. If you have someone that can run with a speedva just to get the enemies really flying in, and then, like yourself, a Mesa, just being able to just rip them apart as they do, dude, that's probably the best combination you could really have here to really try to do it as fast as you can. Now, if you had 4 people here, you would be consistently getting, and you guys are all working together.
All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
You guys would consistently have probably 26 to 27,000 credits each time. Every now and then there'll be a weird hiccup in the game, but having more people in there will earn you more credits. And it's a fast way to do it. You get 4 people, you know, you have a Mesa in there, you have Nova, get somebody coming in with like Ember, and then someone sitting in there as Necros, just to increase the credits that are dropping on the ground. You guys will be no problem just cleaning up. One of the best ways. And even instead of Ember, have 2 Desecrating Necroses, because they do stack. That'll be the best combination. Necroses just sit there, Mesa just primes everybody and whatnot, or Nova just primes everybody, and Mesa just starts ripping them apart. Everyone does shoot and whatnot, you know, everyone contributes, but Mesa should be doing all the heavy lifting as far as damage. And everyone else is just utility and support. And you'll be cranking out credits pretty quick. Alright, everybody, it is that time. And as always, if you enjoyed my stream, I want you to do me one favor. Make sure you check out my mods. Look at their channels. They put up some great content. They all have hilarious personalities, in my opinion. But for the most part, we all do some type of a shooter game. Hulk, Toyota, and Nas. Between them, it's Apex and Call of Duty. Nas, for the most part, is doing Apex. He is taking a little bit of a break right now, mainly for the holidays and building a team for some ranked in Apex. But both Hulk and Toyota do Call of Duty Warzone. Hulk has been doing custom, so it's his own lobby. He's inviting everybody in there. These are all his subscribers and whatnot. If you want to join in on the action, if you have Call of Duty, all you have to do is make sure you subscribe to Hulk, get in there. His Activision is usually pinned in blue at the top of the chat. Add that in, shoot him a friend request. He accepts them all during his stream. He will send the invite in to pull you in, and you're good to go. Just make sure in the chat you just say, "Hey, this is my Activision. I just shot you a friend request. I want to join in." He'll pull you right in. Toyota does public, so he's doing the regular battle royale. So, but he's a lot of fun to watch. His commentary is pretty interesting from time to time. Khalid has been doing Rogue Company as of late, and Kat has been doing Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was last month's free game with PlayStation. It is a very fun and intricate side scroller. She has a lot of great content up as far as how to find the bosses, how to deal with the bosses. I want to say, I don't think it was a time trial she was doing, but it's almost like an endurance run. They're called whatever trials, but basically she's fighting a multitude of bosses straight through. So think of endurance runs in Mortal Kombat where you're just going through everybody one chunk at a time. That's kind of what she's doing, and she's very knowledgeable about the game. So if you have any questions about that, definitely hit her up. Everyone at some point has played Fall Guys. We've all played Apex. But definitely check them out. Again, if you enjoy this stream any bit, you're going to love my friends as well. So show them the love while they're trying to grow as well. As always, I want to make sure everyone makes... Oh, man. I'm so hungry now. I'm tripping all over my words. It's a bad state for Viper to be in. As always, make sure you keep the murder in the games and keep love in real life. Until tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, wait a second. Nope. Let me correct myself. Holiday season. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I will be doing my stream earlier in the day. I'm Italian. Our big Christmas holiday is Christmas Eve. So I'll be doing an earlier stream that day. Christmas Day, I will not be streaming. So Friday there will be no stream. Again, during the day. I may, because it's me and I'm fucking nutty like that, you never know when the snake's gonna pop out of the grass. I may be doing some weird late night stream popping on, you never know. Hell, if you guys are not in my Discord, jump in my Discord. I'm trying to get it back up and lively again. I keep forgetting to put all my builds that I use in my Discord. But if there's a game you want to see, hit me up, let me know. I'm more than willing to throw it in there. I've been doing Red Dead, I did all last week. I finished up the story. Right now, I'm thinking about doing some Grand Theft Auto. And literally just being an asshole in Grand Theft Auto. Let me just troll people, just come up behind them and just blow the shit out of them with a fucking stealth helicopter or something. Or just run missions and start grinding for hard cash. Get all the fun new stuff that just came out. I know there's a submarine now in the game. Whole bunch of new vehicles, airplanes, aircrafts, and whatnot. So I've been thinking about jumping in on that. I've thought about doing Diablo, trying to do another speed run. I think the last time it took me from beginning to end for the speed one was 3.5 hours, Khalid? I don't remember. I've been contemplating doing Skyrim. I might be doing some more Division, because that requires a little more attention. I've also been contemplating doing like Tekken or Mortal Kombat, something fun. I got so many games that I just have to dive into. Hell, I got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and that's a game I used to play all the time, and I couldn't tell you how fucking long. But yeah, no, I'm open to weird and fun ideas. You never played Skyrim? Dude, Skyrim is one hell of a fucking game. And I'm the kind of weirdo that it's like, alright, you make a potion to enchant your armor. You enchant your armor to make a better potion. You take that better potion and make even better armor. You make even better armor to make even better potions, and you keep raising the stakes higher and higher until you just make this god dragon armor that you don't take damage. The output of damage you do, you're just one-shotting the shit out of everything. You're running around, you're holding a fireball in one hand, ice or electricity in the other, and you can combine them and shoot them at enemies fucking like crazy ass fucking Dragon Ball Z style or freaking Street Fighter Hadouken! Dude, Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls is, oh my god, dude, it's so much fun. On PS4, because I've already beaten the main part of the game, there's all these fun mods you can use, and some of them are just ridiculous. They're so much fun. I throw them in all the time to change things up and have some fun with the game, and it's interesting to say the least. And the people you run into and talk to, dude, I am constantly giving them shit. I'm always acting like an asshole. So it's entertaining. That might be my late night stream, is just getting some Skyrim action going on. That's not a bad idea. Right now I'm trying to see, because I want to say Skyrim was actually a disc. Yep, and I got it right here, the special edition of Skyrim. Let me put this over here so it's at the top of the pile. Ema LTU, what is up? How are you today? Do you happen to have a Warframe question? Or just interested in the gameplay of? And actually, we're done with our Pacer girl, so let's put her away. And who we gonna take out? You're normal? You're gonna have to explain by what you mean that you're normal. I can only assume that English is not your first language, and you're using some type of a translator, buddy. I'm just gonna hang off and wait for a reply. Oh, I love this bow. Skyrim's on discount. Ah, no shit. It's a good game. It's a lot of fun. Just in case I gotta pet you. LTU, do you play Warframe? Yeah, but on PC, gotcha. You kind of caught me at the end of my stream. I was kind of ending things right now, but if you happen to have any questions or anything, you're more than welcome to ask. I got no problem staying on just a little bit longer if you have a question, or curious about anything. The whole point of my channel is to help other gamers. So if you're curious about anything about the game, by all means, Lay it on me. That's the one thing I didn't check today.
Now you might be wondering if I'm holding back
Syndicate
on y'all.
medallions, rare fish, help Clem,
Dreams.
kill enemies with an arc gun.
And
Gotcha.
we're out.
Yeah. I do have a Discord. More than welcome to hop in, post any message you would want as far as what you need help with or questions you might have. But appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. I do stream every day, 12 p.m. until 5 p.m., and that's Eastern time. That's New York, Florida time. But because tomorrow is Christmas Eve and day after is Christmas Day, tomorrow's stream will be a little bit earlier, probably around 10 o'clock. Christmas Day, I'm not going to be streaming at all. But I might do a late night stream. It's kind of what we were talking about when you came in. And then I'll probably do something Saturday for sure. I've been contemplating. Mrs. Viper watched me play Sniper Elite 4. It is a lot of fun, but this game is a slow-paced game. Just like sniping in real life, this game is as real as it gets. LTU, let me ask you this: where in the world are you? I'll help you figure it out, buddy. You're in Lithuania? Alright. So let's take a peek here. If I go to my world clock and just type in Lithuania. Lithuania. So it is almost 1 o'clock. So you're 7 hours ahead of me. Now, here's my question. That's not how you spell Lithuania. So am I assuming that's Lithuania? Or is that kind of like the difference between spelling Italy, but I'm from Italy and we don't say Italy, it's Italia, so it's a different spelling. So I'm wondering if that's the same thing for you. So it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning where you are, so you're up at a decent time. Oh, no problem, buddy. Let me see if I remember. I'm trying to remember everything off the top of my head as far as maps go. Because here's the thing, I was born in Europe myself, in Italy. Traveled a decent amount of it. So Lithuania should be right above Poland and Belarus. Is it Lithuania and then Latvia on top, or is it Latvia and then Lithuania on top? I'm trying to remember. I want to say it's Lithuania and then Latvia on top. Unfortunately, I haven't spent too much time in that part of Europe. But yeah, buddy. like I said, we were kind of just wrapping up the stream when you came in, but I still wanted to say hi and see if there's any questions you had. Because if you had a question, I'd have no problem taking the time right now and just going over and answering it. I've showed off a couple of my builds and explained why I do certain things the way I do them. Have I played Cyberpunk? I have not, Omega, and I'm kind of glad I didn't get it, because it Cyberpunk definitely didn't pan out the way it should have on console. And the company has openly admitted that everything for PC and whatnot went off without a hitch, but they did not focus on everything for console at all. There's been a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches, a lot of crashes, to the point where it's no longer in the PlayStation Store. You can't even look it up and find it. If you have the game, you will still get updates for it. But they are saying, if you were to call and say, hey, I bought the game, and you can prove that you bought the game and you want a refund, they will give you a refund, no questions asked. LTU, it wouldn't be today, but if you want to play sometime, maybe this weekend or next week, sure. Well, hang on a second. LTU, if you're on PC, we can't play. I'm on a PlayStation. I'm on PS4. So unfortunately, yeah, we can't play together. That doesn't mean that I still can't help you. I have no problem sharing information, thoughts, and whatnot. You're always welcome to hit me up. Omega, that's the thing. Would cross-platform be good for Warframe? I want to say yes. At the same time, think about the lag issues the game already has right now. It's... If you've really taken consideration just how bad the lag can be currently... God, I hate how bright that red is. It would only be that much worse if for some reason we did cross-platform. You have to take in consideration other people's internet and whatnot, how that runs, and it's like the comment I made today, joking around about that one guy, where I'm just like, that's better. Like, is he using like, and my buddy Nas says it all the time too. It's like, is he at like McDonald's using their Wi-Fi right now? Is that what's going on? Because that's kind of what it feels like sometimes. And it's rough. So I mean, if we were to then have cross-platform, I mean, like, hey baby, you have to think of it this way. For two PlayStations to play each other, Omega, when you and I played, you have to remember that it went from my PlayStation to the server that my PlayStation's connected to, that I use up here in New York. From my PlayStation to the DE server. From the DE server to the PlayStation server that you're connected to. And then from that server to your PlayStation. So it's that 5 steps. It goes my PlayStation, PlayStation server, DE server, PlayStation server, your PlayStation. Now, at least everything is compatible and is moving and jiving just fine. Now, taking consideration, okay, let's add a third person to it. It goes my PlayStation, PlayStation server, DE server. Then from there, now we have to go to Xbox server, PlayStation server, Xbox, PlayStation. Xbox, their servers might not be running at the same capacity, might not be running the same processors, might not have the same technology, might not have the same overclocking. It might allow more users and other people slowing it down. All these different things that you have to take in consideration. And on top of that, it's the difference in processing power between my PlayStation and an Xbox, or my PlayStation and a Nintendo Switch. Then, let's add PC people in. PC people go straight to the DE server. There's nothing in between. A PC can also have far better hardware than any console. So their console can take on far bigger data packs than my PlayStation or an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch. So one of the reasons why I don't like playing any PvP that is cross-platform, anyone that plays on PC has a massive advantage over anyone on console. Let's not talk about or even bring up strike packs, aimbots, modding programs, any of that. Just straight up PC to console. PC is going to have a far bigger advantage just for the fact of they're using hardware that is calculating way faster than ours. So there is that lag in data swapping. When you take that into consideration, it's why anytime that I've played Call of Duty or I've played Xbox and it shows me, oh, this person's using PC, my mind just goes to, of course. If I'm not catching them off guard and it's a straight up fight, a total 1v1 bro, PC's going to win. They have that advantage. The only way that I could really win that is the person is a worse shot than me. If I'm playing someone equal in skill as I am, I would give them a 70-75% chance of beating the hell out of me. No problem. Just because they're using something that's thinking faster. I have to wait for my PlayStation to think. Now, granted, it's not a massive amount of time, but a second or two where it could just be input lag or whatnot, you know, any type of a glitch or some type of an input lag or whatnot when it hits a PC, the PC fixes it, no problem. You got yourself a computer that's got 6-8 cores and it's just pumping out, no problem. Like, you get fucking somebody from NASA that's doing, you know, 9th grade freaking algebra, and then you're giving that same algebra and giving it to somebody that has the processing power of somebody that's in 4th grade. That's kind of what it's like when it goes to PC to PlayStation or PC to console. It's the same information, but one is going to strain to process it, and they'll get it eventually, and one is just going to look at it and know the answer immediately. That being said, a game that is as fast-paced as Warframe, a game that has as much... I mean, the fact that they even added this is a help in certain aspects. If you come to display, you can change your GPU particles. This is all the goofy stuff and details that are running in the background. This is when you use an ability, how much effect is coming off, like Rhino Stomp. Like if I... Alright, let's do this. This is the best way I can describe it. Let me get Rhino out. Let me... where do I want to go? You know what? Just because probably be a little bit easier. There are so many things that have to be taken into consideration when it... I mean, even right now, flying. The clouds whizzing by, you can see it slow down a little bit. The details in that. Right now, just the grass moving. Me running now. Think about when Nova primes everybody. Think about when I fire this weapon. All that animation that just happened. So now I'll go to options. I'll come here. I'll put you as high. Okay. So, ludicrous is the highest amount. You see how much extra that is now? So let's say somebody doesn't know about this and they have that up all the way. All that extra shit, all that needs to be calculated. All this is extra stuff that can bog down a PlayStation. But if you have a PC, like I have a Mac Pro that I use almost as a server for the house. And that Mac Pro runs at 7.1 teraflops. Simply put, I could run 60 games of WoW off of that Mac Pro, and it won't bat an eye at it. Could your PlayStation do it? So take in consideration how big that explosion is and all the extra shit that we see flying around. Compared to someone that just has it on low. And that's it. Those gold sparks are gone. The blast is a little smaller. The stuff, the particles that are lingering around are less. My stomp is not as fantastic. It's not as vivid. It's not as bright. But if I do that same stomp now with this cranked up, I'm giving my PlayStation more to process. I'm giving your PlayStation more to process when it's together, because there's extra now going on. It's far more saturated. There's way more going on. This is, I mean, like, these are all the things that the game has to take in consideration. These are all things you have to take in consideration when you're doing cross-platform. People that are gaming on PCs, dude, their PCs will never even notice the increase. You'll see it, but it wouldn't slow it down for nothing. PlayStation has a limit. The processor that's in our PlayStation, that's in our Xboxes, that's in our Nintendo Switches, they have a limit. And they are nowhere near a gaming PC. Those are the things that when you have cross-platform on a game like this, that's fast-paced, that you have Nova that will put her ability, her fourth ability, and everyone's covered in that energy, and then you have Banshee that can do the same thing for crits with her third. And then on top of that, you have Saren with her pox, her spores on everybody, and then she pops her fourth, and they're covered in viral. All that together across different platforms, a PC will be fine. Our PlayStations, Xboxes, and Nintendo Switches, it's gonna be like having a strobe light on. It's the main reason why DE has not put cross-play in. And they've talked about it. They always tease about it, saying they're thinking about it. There's a chance of it happening this year. It's never going to happen. I've had a real talk with Danielle about it at one point, probably a year or so ago, and she's like, it's never going to happen. It's just never going to happen. But it just is what it is. The likelihood of that happening on a game that's this graphic oriented, no. PlayStation 5, far better processor, still going to have the same result. It's still going to bog down. But trust me, the idea of being able to, if we didn't have to worry about such a thing, dude, I'd love it. If I could take my PlayStation apart and put a better processor in it, and cooling system and all that, and run this thing like a gaming PC, dude, that'd be great. But it is what it is. And I've rambled on about that far longer than I should have, because I am 30 seconds from getting hangry. So, we're going to end things at this point. I appreciate everyone stopping by, all our new subs, all the new people that stopped in, all the fun that we had. I appreciate the fact that I have a Zaw named Your Mom's Left Cheek. Hope everyone has a great evening. If I don't see you over the next few days, I want everyone to have a fun and safe holiday if you do celebrate Christmas. I want everyone to have a fun and safe holiday season, all in general. 6:15. Oh yeah, it's hunger time. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great holiday season. I will be on tomorrow a little bit earlier than normal. Christmas, probably not. But I hope everyone has a great night. As always, make sure you keep the murder in the game. Keep love in real life. Until next time, Viper out.